What is up guys, welcome back to my another exclusive video, and in this video I'm going to talk about iqoo 12. And finally iqoo 12 will launch in in China, and it is on November 7th. The event was on in China, and it's a crazy phone from iqoo, crazy specs. And let's start the video. Before starting the video, let me just give you a little bit hint on iqoo brand and past history of iqoo. Basically iqoo is a sub brand of Vivo. And if you don't know about Vivo is a Chinese manufacturer, and it's super famous in global countries out of China. Mostly it's famous in India, and Vivo is known for their budget and camera devices. Vivo launched their Vivo X19 flagship series, and in their budget series they have launched Vivo Y17, and in their mid-ranger they have launched Vivo V29, V29 Pro with smart for a ride. And Vivo actually does a pretty good experiments on their devices, and iqoo is their sub-brand, which is a gaming centric company which makes gaming phones. And last year iqoo made iqoo 11, and it was also pretty flagship killer phone. And this year iqoo 12, and iqoo also makes budget gaming phones like iqoo Z7, iqoo Z8, and iqoo Z8 is coming, but iqoo Z6 and more iqoo phones are also there. But this is iqoo 12 Pro, and let's start a video. So talking about design first, this phone has, you can see, pretty new design. It has a pretty amazing camera cutout, and it will be a one. If you talk about colors, it has red, black and white color, one BMW edition, which will be a limited edition. You can see it has BMW stripes, red, black and red, no, blue, black and red, and it has a pretty nice overall design and iqoo branding. And it has, I think so, it has a redder type of texture in a red color, but overall the design is looking pretty nice. And this is a display of the phone. So from design wise, the phone is looking pretty nice. And if you talk about design specs, it weighs around 205 grams, which is not that heavy, and it's like pretty nice iqoo flagship phone. So design wise, I would say it's a early unit, so it's a first impression video, so I can't tell you that much about design. The review will come soon. So let's talk about display. It has 6.78 inches E7 AMOLED display, and it is HDR10 plus display with Dolby Vision and all flagship type of features. This 3D curve display, if you see over here, this 3D curve from everywhere, which is awesome, super awesome. And it has 144 hertz of refresh rate with, like, it can, like, LTPO, so it can go all the way to 1 hertz to 144 hertz to save battery. And it is 3000 nits peak brightness display, second phone with 3000 nits of peak brightness. And it has Corning Gorilla Glass with this protection, fully flagship type of display. And iqoo displays are also pretty good, and it will be also good at this punch hole display. So overall display wise, the phone is also looking good, but it's a first impression, so I can't tell you that much about it. And performance is this phone biggest highlight. It has Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chip inside, which is powering its 4 nanometer chip, and I will give you scores in my screen somewhere. And it scores more than Xiaomi 14. It scores almost 2 million plus. This is whopping crazy. And it has 16 GB of LTDBR, 5x RAM and UFS 4 storage, which can go all the way to 1 terabyte, which is super crazy. And the phone is looking pretty crazy from performance, and I don't need to tell you about Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. It's the most, like what can you expect from a flagship processor and flagship device? And this is all of that in all-rounder device, I can say. So from a performance, display and design, the phone is looking pretty amazing. Talking about camera, this is, now let me tell you guys about a little thing about iqoo. iqoo is not a camera centric device. company. Vivo makes a camera-centric phone, so I will say iQOO phone camera will be decent overall. Last year, iQOO 11 camera was also pretty decent. But if we talk about specs, it has 64 megapixel ultra wide camera, no, 30 photo camera, 50 megapixel main OIS camera, 50 megapixel telephoto camera, which can zoom all the way to 3x optical zoom and 100x digital zoom. It can do 8K 30 frames ultra HD recording, which is crazy, and Apple is still stuck on 4K recording. Come on, Apple, move on. So camera wise, it has 16 megapixel front camera, and overall camera will be awesome in this phone. But I will say it will be a decent overall camera, not that it will be average type of camera, because iQOO is not a camera company. So camera will be average. Specs are good, but the camera will be average. But the review is coming, so stay tuned for that. And talking about connectivity, it is 5G. It's a 5G device. It has Bluetooth 5.4 technology, latest and greatest. No device have come out with this technology. It has USB-C 2.0 technology and NFC and every type of flagship features. Talking about battery, it is 5100 mAh battery with 120-watt fast charging wired, 15-watt wireless charging, and 10-watt reverse wireless charging. No 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, no FM radio, nothing that type of thing. But overall, the phone is looking pretty decent, and it has Android 14 and FunTouch OS 14. FunTouch OS is Vivo's operating system. So overall, if you talk about the phone, the iQOO 12 is looking pretty decent overall. And talking about the launch on a global country, in India it will launch around December or mid of November. I don't know exact launch, but in global it will launch in December between. So that's good. And talking about price, US price is $900, and in India it's not a correct price, and I'm not sure about the correct price, but right now it's no, I don't know correct price of overall countries, but it may be pretty aggressive because Xiaomi and iQOO and Vivo price phones are pretty aggressive price. So hope you guys have an idea of iQOO 12 and history of iQOO and Vivo, and hope you guys enjoy this exclusive first impression videos. And if you want this type of first impression and exclusive videos, subscribe to Tech Galaxy, and I will see you on my next exclusive video. And this is I and signing off.